I want to start off today by asking you just a quick question. How do you create a habit? How do you do something that becomes a habit for you? Well, you usually do it by repeating it over and over again. For instance, if you want to become really good at dribbling the basketball, you dribble the basketball over and over again to where it becomes a habit and you become really good at it. Well, the story that we're going to look at today involves Daniel and a habit that he had and how that habit got him in a little bit of trouble. But there's a good ending to the story. So I want you to pause the video right now, read the story, answer these few questions with your friends and family, and when you're done, press play and we'll continue from there and see how God brought Daniel through this crazy situation that he was in. Now in this story, Daniel had the habit of praying each and every day to God. And the people that Daniel was overseeing, they didn't like him. And so they saw that, hey, he prays. Well, let's create a rule where Daniel will get in trouble for praying to God and not praying to the king. And it got him in trouble because Daniel had the habit of standing up for what was right. All throughout his life, he would be in the habit of doing what was right and standing up for what is right. And as you can see at the end of the story, Daniel was saved by God, and God was revealed to the king and everybody through the kingdom, all because Daniel had great, healthy habits. And the bottom line shows that we can be like Daniel when we get in the habit of standing up for what is right. Standing up for what is right is not always easy. As we've looked in these stories with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and with Daniel, standing up for what is right can be hard. But if you get in the habit of standing up for what is right, it becomes easier and easier because you know that it is right and that God will bring you through it. So I want to encourage you, whether it's a small thing or a very big thing, that you stand up for what is right and that you get in the habit of standing up for what is right. And you're able to stand up for what is right when you look at that memory verse that we've been talking about all month long. Remember, it's Ephesians 6:10. Finally, let the Lord make you strong. Depend on his mighty power. The way that we can stand up for what is right is by depending on God's mighty power, to rely on him. And in that way, when we have to stand up for what is right, we can trust God to get us through it. Just like Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego have done all throughout the book of Daniel. So I want to encourage you to stand up for what is right. Get in the habit of standing up for what is right each and every day. All right, everyone, that's all I got for you today. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next week.